Today's story is the great battle between a righteous knight
and the wicked Threnodian.
And the victor is Cardathea the Knight.
Without the old puppets, how are we supposed to stop the Tusek discourse?
Check the Ministry of War, the Ministry of Development, and Huashu Academy. If there's any space left, get the elderly and children in first. When the last civilian is inside the hold, recall the remainder of our forces. Leave only a handful of scouts. The auto-puppets within the city remain operational, but watch them closely. Do not let them fight. Not until we know why this is happening.
Understood. I will send someone at once. Oh, you're here.
You three must be the ones Liang Yu spoke of. In these desperate hours, your willingness to stand with us is a comfort beyond words. I, Cho Hong, owe you a debt.
Commander Cho Hong, there are things we need to discuss with you and Liang Yu.
I have just finished our next deployment schedule. We can talk at the Ministry of War.
Auto-puppets. What in the heavens could have caused this? These auto-puppets. What in the heavens could have caused this? With our current skills, we can inspect their mechanical structures and make simple repairs. But we cannot begin to understand their control kernels. Hmm? You. Mu Yu. No one by that name works here. But the man you're describing, that sounds exactly like Master Xunyan. He came to us 20 years ago, one of our most senior artisans. He keeps to himself, but his skills are exceptional. We all trust him. A few days ago, he stopped showing up. We thought he had fallen victim to the rogue auto-puppets. You think he's been plotting this for the past 20 years? No. That cannot be. He never said a word about George and Atelier. We used to discuss techniques together. I thought I knew him well. Why? Why would he do this?
Have all the recovered auto-puppets' remains been transported?
someone saved you from a rogue autopuppet.
Yes, but I couldn't see their face. They wore a hat.
In times like these, who could it have been?
So, this Mu Yu spent years disguised as a ministry artisan, all to lay hands on the Sentinel's technology. That was a grave oversight on our part. And since Georgian Atelier never discloses its members' identities, I fear tracing his origins will lead nowhere. However, if one digs deeper, the Atelier's connection to Xuanfang Hold runs deeper than most realize.
What do you mean?
I discovered a connection in a dossier collected by the commanders who came before me. Everyone knows when the Threnodians stirred at Norfolk Barrens and tacit discord swelled beyond control. Sentinel Sheen looked ahead. She chose to build this hold. But she did not build it alone. No. She needed hands and sought out a council of helpers. Back then, Georgian Atelier had already stood in Mengzhou for generations. Masters of the mechanist arts. Architects of Yuan Fortress. So when the call went out, they answered. They wished to take on the commission for Xuanfang. Yet, for some unknown reason, the Sentinel passed them over.
Who did Sheen choose to assist in the construction instead?
I remember Xiangli Yao telling me that a group from the court of Savante once came to Mengzhou.
Exactly. They were the ones who helped build the hold, but no records of their whereabouts were found afterward.
Could it be that the Atelier has held a grudge against the Sentinel and Xuanfang Hold after being turned down?
To wait 200 years for revenge? That Muyu was certainly patient, if nothing else.
No. While I can't say for sure, I believe his motives run deeper than a simple grudge. Manipulating the auto puppets to cause chaos may only be one step in his plan. So far, only one place in Shuangfeng remains untouched by rogue auto puppets and tacit discords.
The hold itself.
Given the sheer value this hold represents to this land, it's only natural that he would set his sights on it.
Regardless, we must stand ready to fight. Perhaps without hope of aid. A fight to the death against rogue auto puppets and tacit discords.
Count me in the fight.
We stand together, no matter what.
Our people have guarded this hold for over 2 centuries. I hope that its history does not end with us.
Communication across Xuanfang has been severed by unknown interference. Fortunately, the Ministry of Development has just finished a batch of signal nodes. Once we place them around the hold, they will restore our internal comms and link directly to the defense systems.
This will aid our defense, but we are short on hands. Rover, Would you help set up some of the notes?
I'll go with you.
Those two over there. Who are they?
I heard they're real.
I just remembered. I need to return the sword to the villagers.
That so?
It's a long story. A local I met earlier asked me to keep it for them. It's just... I don't know why, but I feel a strange familiarity with it. Looking at its edges, I've even started to see things. Flashes of the past.
Like the visions I had when I saw Jue's statue?
But that was because of the history you shared with Jue. I have never set foot in the land of Xuanfeng before.
What if you've lost your memories too? Like I did.
Rover, really now? How could that be?
Yeah. That probably couldn't be true.
There. The two nodes we were assigned are in place. We still have a bit of time. Let's go find the village chief.
If it isn't Yang Yang, you returned unharmed.
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you for your concern.
Your safe return. Your safe return is all that matters.
I brought back the blade you entrusted to Liang Yu. There was some trouble along the way, but I managed to keep it safe.
This is... Oh, thank you. Thank you.
No thanks are needed, Chief. As I said, this blade gives the courage to walk forward even in the face of death. It will bear witness as we weather the storm together.
What was that?
Rover? Did you hear it too? Xuanling hold. It's like we're in the past again. The song. Let's find out where it's coming from, Rover.